Look at the S&P. We gapped down. They did not like Trump's conversation. I told you guys on Friday I would go short if we got to this zone. It didn't, so I didn't go short. However, I had some sold puts. This is something the chat was asking me. Am I going to roll those? This is specifically the reason that I didn't. Because I have a long put, which is as a hedge, and then I'm selling puts against it to collect money. So while that put is down, we are still collecting every time. And it's around 150 bucks because SPY has Monday through Friday expirations. And I'm a lot of times doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Occasionally there's been a Tuesday in there. But it's about 150, 100 bucks every time I do that. So you could say it's chipping away at the cost of that hedge, or I like to just look at it as just more free money in my account because the put that I bought as a hedge is its own trade. So however you want to put that little gymnastics in your head is whatever's up to you. However, I'm looking for this to be down a little bit further, and then I'm going to sell another put. If I open it tomorrow, it'll probably be Tuesday's expiration. I just like the next day expiration. That overnight theta on the SPY contracts, absolutely amazing. So, keeping an eye there. So tomorrow you'll get the alert if you're in my group. I will sell another put against it. That being said, we're kind of at this area now. I charted it out over here just so there's less zones and everything and stuff like that. So here's the absolute meltdown mode that we have right here. Sorry, hang on a second. Sorry, guys. There's a whole bunch of yelling going on right now. Anyway. Okay. Looking at this, right here we had the meltdown mode, an entire leg down, and we've been just inside it the whole time. So I kind of thought there would be an excuse as we get up here as to why we might sell off again. And this was last week's expected move, so jumping up, we'll move our expected moves here. So again, this is what market makers have priced in this week. This actually put us right at that lower zone right here, which right now could just be another higher low. At the very least, I thought it would be a decent way to either exit longs or not be as long. Looking at the NASDAQ right here, same leg down, but now I will say Friday I told you guys I was going to go long if we got to. Actually, it was this zone. Friday was bullish, right? We're on the daily. Yeah, so I wanted to go long if we got the dip buy, and it was short SPY if we got to the top zone. So no play for me on Friday. Blasted through, pulling back. If you're bullish, you just don't want this zone breaking. If that does, we probably are hopping right on down to here. So we'll update the expected moves on this right over here. Not as big as I thought they would be. All right, looking at Grandpa Dow. Kind of worried if we were going to get trapped into this zone, which is why I made these two brighter. Right now, we're rejecting. If you're bullish, you probably want to see a higher low at this blue zone right here. Pulling all the way back to this zone would actually be a lot better dip buy. If I was actually just going to catch that knife on the downside and try to buy it, I would rather buy at this yellow zone than the blue zone here. We'll take a peek at the Russell. Yeah, I just hit that. I imagine that's just going to go zone to zone like normal. Speaking of Mara, it does have earnings this week. Where was it at? Someone even said this. Mara has earnings Thursday. Send it. Let's see if we can. All right. $15.99. Ooh, now I had the 16 sold for last Friday. Calls, they obviously expired 100% for me. Worthless. I think I don't know if I want to sell the 16s again this week. I might sell the 17s. We'll see how much they're worth, but that's kind of what I'm keeping my eye on there. Now AMD does have earnings this week, which is also why. So I had a sold call in there, bought that back to close, just because I did not want to have an a sold call on earnings this week. So as soon as earnings passes, I will sell another call. We'll get right back into it. So instead of just rolling, all we did was space it out a day. Here's the earnings. Let's see, Whisper. Palantir tomorrow. Ford's tomorrow. I thought Ford was Tuesday. Let's see. Nothing. We got AMD's Tuesday. So Wednesday morning will be when I sell a call against AMD. Rivian, if anyone's watching that. Lucid. Surprised those guys are even still around. So if you are playing Uber, I know that's a pretty popular one. Tuesday afternoon will be your time to make that decision because that will be Wednesday pre-market. Now, Thursday is Shopify, and I think I want to have a Shopify play. I just haven't decided how much exposure they have to tariffs, although a lot of the smaller businesses that they have will be exposed to the tariff situation, like we saw Apple and Amazon. But those are the smaller businesses, but they still pay Shopify. So I haven't decided if I want to be long or short this. However, I did go long, was it a couple weeks ago now? Because their CEO came out and just flat out said, I'm not hiring new people unless they can prove AI can't do it. Which tells me they're worried about the clipboard, the numbers, and that's it. So I actually really like that. I think a lot more companies are. I was surprised that they came out and said that. I think a lot of companies are going to do that. They're just not going to be upfront in everyone's face about it. Yeah, Shop is Canadian. Anyway, so I'm bullish. I have shares. As far as that gamble play, I want to because it has some decent movement. And again, guys, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna listen to all my advice, it's like the advice I gave in the beginning about how to just hold on to your winners, not which earnings play I'm gonna take, because that's essentially listening to me say red or black at the roulette table. DraftKings, if anyone's playing that Thursday, Marathon. I don't know why I went over that like it was something new. The trade desk. Let's look at that chart. I haven't traded that one in a while. I think those would be the bigger ones. Oh, let's see. The trade desk. I kind of want to go. I'm a knife catcher at heart, and I kind of want to go long this right now. I'm not gonna lie. I really just I haven't broken this down in a while. So we bounced out of that zone, blew right through it after that, bounced that zone, kind of checking this from the bottom. We've played the back and forth game quite a bit back here. I guess I'm bullish. Do you think no more lower lows in the NASDAQ and it's time to accumulate? I've been accumulating for a while since we hit that 20% mark.